Back out, we're joined this morning with Mr. Mees. Good morning.
Yes, Meester.
Mr. Mees there. Hey, road trip.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the road trip.
Well, Amador County is well known for as a tourist destination. People come here, they go to the wineries, they shop in the shops, they eat in the restaurants, they spend the weekend at the rancheria, whatever it is, and we really aren't telling that story well, and we're not helping the folks locally produce content that they can put on Facebook and Twitter and other places that can help draw people up to Amador County. So TSPN has decided that they would invest in the community by drawing in some of the locals and telling the stories better and giving content back to them that they can put up online so that people can see more clearly in a video portion from a segment from this show about what's going on in Amador County, what's going on, where they can go to eat, where they can go to stay, that kind of thing. So that's the original vision. So we're just going to basically try to help the local travel and leisure industry be more successful in attracting folks up here. And what we found is that, there are people who live in Amador County who says, I love to go so-and-so in Tahoe. I like to go, that's my favorite place. I go there every winter, and I do this and I do that. And I want to tell that story too. So we're going to be talking to advertisers who, from a tank of gas away from Amador County, who want to come up here and tell their stories so that folks that live in Amador County can go travel to those destinations.
So it's kind of like a two-way street, for lack of better terms. You're going to let people in Amador know what's one tank away and let people that are one tank away know what's in Amador.
That's absolutely the purpose, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a great plan. So are you going to go out with video cameras to local? Because it seems like a video would show off a tourist travel destination, a shop, better than a photograph.
Absolutely, and those are cost issues. I mean, if an advertiser wants a full-blown video production done of their business with the camera crew coming out from TSPN and doing the segment there and then rebroadcasting it here, that's doable. If they're trying to do this on a budget and they just want to send us photographs and we can talk over the photographs about what their business is and why people should come up. I mean, we can go visit them at their business, take the photographs, and then bring them back here, save the videographer costs of sitting out on the road. For folks who are way out of the area, we may just call them up and say, do you want to do this? Have them send us their content and then we broadcast it.
Right. So once you went to a business, let's say here in Amador County, and you put a simple production together, they could then email that or put it on their social media.
Right.
Then the friends of their customers could share that. So it's just kind of like this never-ending share from this one initial.
It's a web. That's
right.
And it goes out and it works really effectively. I mean, we found that what was really happening is people were coming on here and promoting an event coming up in Amador County, and you guys started to repurpose those by putting them on your archives here at TSPN, putting them on the Facebook, putting them on YouTube, and we started getting contacts back from folks who said, I want to see that, and coming here and sharing it with their friends on Facebook that they, went to this thing and now it's kind of going viral and people are talking about it more. So, content is king. So what we're doing is producing content that then the businesses here in Amador County who are in the travel and leisure industry, whether it's a retail shop who's just a boutique that wants to tell their story that's got some exclusive stuff that people would like to come up here and buy, or a restaurant or a winery that may not be reaching a larger audience, it gives them the content to do that so they can put that out and send it out so that people can know what's going on up here.
Sounds like a great plan. As far as promoting, this isn't your first rodeo.
No. You
have a background in this. Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, I'm a shameless promoter by trade. I mean, I spent years doing it corporately. I moved my family up here in '91. I was on the road all the time with large corporations doing this kind of work for them. And in 2005, I said, I'm watching my kids grow up. I'm on the road all the time. I said, let's see if I can do it. So I've been working with local companies for almost 9 years now, helping them tell their stories more effectively, using, this outlet, using the radio station, using the newspaper, and just word of mouth to help them be more successful and tell their story better. We're using, what kind of content can you put up on the website that you're not putting up? And those kind of things, just as an advisor.
And I would imagine there's probably some of the mom and pop shops that really aren't up to date on some of these new technology and ways to reach out, and you could also assist them with that.
I've gone into clients who were not on the web at all. I mean, they had no website, they weren't on Facebook, and say, oh, I don't know the budget for that. I said, well, Facebook's essentially free. Let's just start there. And I pull my phone out of my pocket and I start taking some pictures at their shop and putting it up on their Facebook page instantaneously.
Right.
And all of a sudden, they have a presence that they didn't have before. And it cost them relatively nothing.
Right.
Other than, my time in kind of demonstrating what they could do and how they could reach a larger market and get more fans. And now they've got, 1,000 fans on Facebook and they couldn't be happier than they are.
Robert, real quick, how can somebody get in touch? Should they call the studio? Should they call you? How do we get in touch?
They should have a slide up on the screen. Basically, what we want people to do from Amador County who are watching this show is to send us two things. If you have a favorite destination where you love to eat or shop or dine or go away for the weekend, send us that information to roadtrip@volcano.net, and we can go out and find those folks and help them tell their story. If you're a local business and want to tell your story, or a local business that you really love, you love to eat there, you love to go to that winery, and they're not really on the map, send us that information as well so that we can go approach those local businesses and say, come on the show, let's talk about you here at TSPN so that you can produce content that you can use to tell other people.
Great. Sounds like a plan. Robert, welcome aboard.
All right. Thank you much.
We're going to run to an ad break. We'll be right back after these messages.